All right, in this video series, we're setting up AWS WorkSpaces with Centrify MFA. In the previous video, we configured our Windows system, we joined it to the domain, we added the features that we needed. Now we're connecting to it again, but in this case, we're going to connect with the connectivity to the domain that we have set up. So we have that account that we set up when we drove the domain installation at the workspaces level, and we're logging in for the first time to the system with that account. So what are the next steps that we need to do? We need to verify connectivity to the domain, so we're going to do a DSA. Obviously all these things can be scripted. Most likely you already have this, but we can set up an OU for our users, and we're going to set up an OU for our workspaces. So let's just do it at this level. Because we definitely need test users, and we need to set up a GP for our workspaces here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now we have our test users. They've been created. The next thing we need to do is download and install the Centrify connector. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to connect to my instance. And I need to connect as an administrator. So it's going to ask for step up. I'm going to use this. Learn how to type. All right, this is going to show me, let's just go to the admin portal, and we can get the connector software from network under settings and add a Centrify connector. We're going to download the 64-bit. Once we have this, we're going to run setup right here, and we need to provide basically the credentials for an authorized user that can install a Centrify connector once this is done. So all we need is the connector, so we don't need the other components here. We're going to press finish, and this is to do the configuration. We're going to use our user that is authorized to actually install a connector here. So and in this case, I'm not interested in enable TLS 1.2, so we're going to do that. I don't need to activate these pages. I don't need to do this as well. I could try with my user. Let's see. This looks good. So we now have a connector. So if we reload here, let's do a refresh. Notice that we have a connector. It's active. This means that it's able to communicate with Active Directory. So if we press finish here, notice that we'll have a successful connection to our connector here. So we are good. One of the things that we need to do is download the Centrify software. We can always go to the admin portal and do downloads. We're going to download the Windows agent. So we're going to download it here so we can retrieve it later from our workspace to do the installation. Alternatively, we could pack the Centrify agent as an app, but we're going to do the steps manually first so we can understand what's happening here in the background. So with that, we also need to get our hold on the GP extensions. Right, you can get that from the downloads in the Centrify website, and it's under the server suite bits. So we're going to get those so we can set up the GPs in the next video.